Hello and welcome. This ain't no circus, this ain't no Barnum, this is the unbearable lightness of Robert Garnham. The conversion therapy didn't work. You know, I was thinking the other day, as a poet I'm now surrounded by artistic people, and it's great. I grew up in a place with no art or culture whatsoever. We had to make our own entertainment, like, for example, going into the newsagents and asking if the psychic news had come in yet. Every now and then we go into the local library, which for some reason had every residential phone directory in the country, and we flick through and find random people to phone. Excuse me, are you a giraffe? Well, is it cloudy up there? Hello, are you a pigeon? Then why do you keep crapping on my dad's car? And one day we phoned up this chap and we said to him, hello, are you a duck? And before we could say anything else, he said, for goodness sake, leave me alone. Every time the phone rings, I know it's you. I know it's you kids. I flinch every time the phone rings. Do you know what it's like, spending all your time cringing? It's making my life a misery. And we said to him, sorry, Mr. Duck. Sorry, Mr. Duck. We are so sorry. And he said, anyway, it's Dr. Duck, or as my friends call me, the Quack. So it feels great to be among artistic people after the upbringing I had. A friend of mine, for example, she paints very small but obscene pictures on the backs of people's hands. In fact, I've got one here right with me today, but I can't really show it to you because it is a bit near the knuckle. And another friend of mine, she's a filmmaker, and she's just made an 8-hour film, and it's won a prize. It's an 8-hour film just of a tin of peas, and it's actually won first place in the Cannes Film Festival. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is one of my very first poems. In fact, it's got a very wonderful line in there which I'm proud of. So when it gets to the line, I'm going to make a noise on the hooter. And true to form, this one is just called Poem. I want to be a submariner floating under the sea, down there in a tin can, oh what luxury. I surround myself with sailors, also very blokey, though we wouldn't play much table tennis, what with it being so pokey. I want to be a first officer, with stripes upon my arm. I'd buy myself a pet cockatoo. Well, really, what's the harm? I'd get promoted every week, and my friends I would personally thank, 'cause when it comes to getting a promotion, it's all about having a good rank. My best friend would be a rear admiral, and we'd all stand to attention. He's done so many good things for me, too many that I can mention. I asked him for a favour granted, and he gave me permission to charge my mechanical Donkey Kong with the onboard nuclear fission. Our captain gets very angry. He always ignores the truth. We nickname him the Periscope because he goes through the roof. He tells us when we're working that we shouldn't take such risks. We almost bombed Nicaragua because I was eating a packet of crisps. I'd really like to assure you that we're not a bunch of wusses trapped down there in a submarine with the whales and octopuses. My good friend Pete is always moaning that he doesn't get to see many boobs. Last night we all took our shirts off and greased up the torpedo tubes. So I'd like to finish today with just the one question. What are the chances of slicing a loaf of bread and accidentally splitting the atom?